Hello students, once again back with one more module of the topic transformation of sentences, and we have already done the way or the method used to change a sentence into the no sooner ... than structure. We are now going to do an exercise to understand that better. Look at this sentence. As soon as they had eaten, they went out for a stroll. Now we know the method. We said first identify the two actions. So they had eaten is the first action. They went out for a stroll is the second action. Again, important here, they is the subject, had is the auxiliary verb, and eaten is the main verb. Now what do? The changes take place in the first part of the sentence. Start the sentence with no sooner. Then we swap the subject and the auxiliary. So they had will become had they. We swap it. So the auxiliary comes first, that is had, and the subject they comes after that. The main verb eaten remains as it is. Then the comma becomes than, and the next part of the sentence remains the same, that is they went out for a stroll. So students, this is how we solve the sentence. One more thing, here the auxiliary was present, so we used it. When the auxiliary is absent, what do? Yes, we use do, does, did. Let's take an example. Now here, as he turns to leave after settling me in, I ask for the key. Students, it's a big sentence. Don't worry. Two actions. See there the comma? The two actions are separated by that comma. Now, we are only going to bother about the first part. As he turns to leave after settling me in. Now, here the two actions are as he turns to leave and ask for the key. After settling me in is just an extended part of the first action. Now here, he is the subject, but there is no auxiliary verb. It is missing. So what do? We take one of the three options, do, does, did. Now what is the main verb? Turns, which will remain as it is. So let us start. We start the sentence with no sooner. Then we said we need an auxiliary. Now auxiliary is absent. So what do? We use one of these three, do, does, did. Which of the three? Depending on the tense of the sentence, as he turns, present tense. So do or does, one of the two. Which one do we take? Here we take does. Why, students? Because it is in present tense. Secondly, we have he. So we say he does. We don't say he do, and therefore we will say does. And the subject will come as it is he. So no sooner does he, and then the main verb turns. Of course, we will not write turns, we will write turn. Remember, we don't use a past tense with did. Similarly, we don't say turns with an S because we already have an S with does. So does he turn? Okay, turn remains as it is there. Of course, we add that part to leave after settling me in because this is an additional part of that first action and we write it as it is. Then the comma changes to than, and the next part of the sentence, I ask for the key, remains as it is. So students, we have seen two examples. One with the auxiliary, and here the second one without the auxiliary. And I'm sure students, you can easily convert a sentence using no sooner ... than. Thank you.